Hi, it's time for another math easy solution. Today I'm going to go over further into the MH370 Teleportation video Fakery, and now look at another debunk. This one's on contrails or out of sync with plane. And as always, here's the links that I'll be covering. So MES Links is where I put everything there, including the playlist right here. So MH370 YouTube playlist, there's a link there. And basically I got this from Mick West, the mainstream debunker. He compares real footage of a plane in sync with contrails and the fake MH370 footage with contrails out of sync when stabilized. And I'll cover that soon. And then also manually stabilizing the plane by taking screenshots also shows the contrails out of sync. And this proves it is not an artifact of video stabilization, as Ashton Forbes would have you believe. All right, and here's the GIMP Photoshop file that you could go and download, the one I used, and play around with it. And also here's a GIF of the aligned screenshots, and I'll update this live as we go through the video. And then also here's a link to my Telegram where I included the original links to all of the footage of the MH370 alleged teleportation videos. And this is the one we're going to be using. This is a June 12, 2014 UAV captures airliner and UFOs by Regicide and on. I put download links and so on, and local download links and so on. Alright, so here I have all the links opened up, and let's start with MES Links. So mes.fm/links is where I put everything there. You can press this button, open and close each section, and I have an MH370 PSYOP section there, and you could zoom in and see it, etc. there. And there is the YouTube playlist right here. So I've done several videos on that, including a live stream, or yeah, 2 live streams on it. Yeah, so check those out. So we're going to go over to here. Yeah, this is Mick West's video right here. So when a camera shakes top left, right here, everything in the scene should move the same amount. If, like in the MH370 hoax, bottom left, contrails don't shake the same as the plane, then you know it's a fake video. There's lots more, but that's all you need to know. So yeah, basically when the camera's shaking, you're going to have everything's going to be moving the same amount. It's going to be in sync like that. But then here, this one is stabilized. You can see this is moving at a different position than the plane. Here's, I'll make it bigger right here. And yes, you can see it like that. It's shaking around there. This one is moving with the plane. This one is shaking like that. All right, so yeah, going further, so yeah, it should be just shaking like that, like all together. This one here, the plane, you stabilize it, contrails are shaking, so contrails are not in sync with it. All right, and now the next setup here is, so this one right here, so I actually replied, this person was saying it was an artifact of of video stabilization. And then I commented and I put a link to someone that did screenshots, which I'm about to do as well. So I'm not sure what you mean. He manually stabilized it by shifting the entire frame until the plane lines up. There's no consideration of the contrails as part of the background or not. It's just simple screenshots being moved around. And I linked to this one right here. So not surprised, another horrible take by Ashton Forbes based off random claims he made no effort to verify. So the trail behind the jetliner engines do jump all around the place. It literally doesn't make sense unless it's poor out-of-sequence VFX rendering. I've performed a manual frame-by-frame stabilization of a section of the hoax drone video in the clip below. And this is performed by simply taking a screenshot of each frame and then overlaying each one and lining up the jetliner until it's stacked on itself in every frame. And then he also includes a link to the Ashton Forbes over here. So here's Ashton Forbes here saying ItsBS has recreated the fake debunk produced and promoted by Mick West using the stabilization software. This is why you can't use software editing to falsify fake accounts. Mick West should issue a correction and apology for promoting an objectively fake debunk as fact. Or Ashton Forbes should issue an apology to everyone, including me. And he has blocked me too, so a good thing there's a screenshot, otherwise I couldn't see it. But here's the, so here it is, you overlay it there. You can see all the contrails moving up and down. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit more. So there's contrails moving up and down when you stabilize the plane. And this is just screenshot, so there's no image stabilization software artifact or anything. It's just flat out screenshots. And also, so I'll be working on this right here. So this is the original link, or this is the archive link where you can download the original video right here of that teleportation video. So I'm going to take yeah, so you can see it's shaking around already. You can see it shake, but then when you stabilize it, stabilize the plane, and you can see it more clearly. So I'll download that and go and so on. Yeah, I have downloaded, and here's also a link to the contrail screenshots, GIMP Photoshop, GIMP Photoshop file. Actually, no, this was the Camtasia, but we're not actually going to use that. This is the GIMP one. the XCCF, and you can play around with that. Here's a GIF I made just temporarily with a few frames, and you can see moving, but we'll update this live as we go. So basically, let's go back into here. So I'm going to go, so what I'm going to do is, here's the video, and I have a link. Yeah, this is just the original video. Starting off from the 35, I'm going to go back a bit. So it's moving like this, and let's just take some section from here. Okay, so what I'll do is, actually from, let's go, and it's moving a bit less. Okay, so right here, I'm going to go video, take snapshot, and then each frame, if you press E, it goes to the next frame. E, and then do that same thing. I'm going to do, let's do this 10 times. All right, and then E, and then E. All right, and then let's see how much we have. Take snapshot, and then E, take snapshot, E, take snapshot, E, take snapshot. All right, we have 7, so I'll do the 3 more. So 8, this is going to be take snapshot, and then 9, take snapshot, and then 10 finally, take snapshot. All right, so we have all of these, and what I'll do now. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, so here I have opened the GIMP Photoshop file, and also what I've done is, if I go over here, so there's, I put a folder right here called screenshots, all the ones we just took right now. I'm going to throw this in there, so it's going to throw this here, it's going to populate all of that, and all those screenshots, they are going to be visible right here. I just updated here, so video screenshots, there's the link to it, and then if you go over here, so there is screenshots right here. And so on. So those are all the screenshots, and yes, we have all that. Yeah, and we did this all live, so you can see them all live and verify yourself. So next thing I'm gonna do is, so here's all the screenshots. I'm gonna hide all these. Maybe, yeah, just leave it like that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do right now is, so we have this. So to do this, what I'll do is I'll click here and then make the opacity less so that we could line up with the two. So I'm gonna start moving this around. So this is the top one. I'm going to move it so it lines up. We're going to basically do this for all of them. Next one. And now first I'm going to hide this. All right. And now the next one. And I'm going to make this opacity less. And it's going to go over to it. All right. So that's that one. The next one right here. This one. Actually make this back. So each time I have to make it back to 100. So make this like that. So basically this is literally just manual image stabilization. We're going to make it all line up perfectly there. All right. And even the orbs semi-line up. And okay, the next setup, first make this max, and then make the opacity less. And this one's going to move over. Yeah, so just do this all, and just basically showing that it's not going to be it's not an artifact of image stabilization software, because we're just doing this straight up manual. So this one here. All right, so this moves far away. Okay, this is going to be a far one. All right, and yeah, so there it is, lines up like that. All right, the next one here. This is going to be like this, and then we'll turn this all into a GIF, and so on. Just move this down. Nice, pretty cool stuff. All right. All right, next one is, this is going to be like that. Yeah, just bear with me. Just do this, basically do this all, so it's pretty much straightforward, and you can do it yourself, and so on. And verify. Yeah, this is what I liked in the video. You could literally verify for you in live form, like literally all in one go. Okay, next setup. All right, so we have that, and the next setup is last one. Last one, make this, and you can see all the video frames are all moving all over the place. Oops, click this. I'll just shift this over, and you can see the orb's going to line up, or almost line up because it's moving. All right, so we got this set up. All right, and yeah, so we have all this. They're all lined up. Just to double check, everything's good. Okay, everything's pretty much more or less lined up, and you can see. Then we can basically run the GIF. Okay, so we can go export as. So do this. Here's Contrails screenshots, GIF. Export and then replace, and then basically you just pick the default setup as animation. I just click the default, create it with GIMP, and so on. So it's going to do this, and yes, it has it now. So now we could just go back here, and here's a screenshot. I'm going to refresh this, And there it is. Yeah, you can see the contrails going up and down as the plane is, it's literally jumping relative to the plane. So the plane is stationary. We've stabilized it to it. And you can see this moving a whole bunch while this isn't moving. All right, going back here to make it even more clear, because it's going pretty fast. So what we'll do is I'll export it again, but instead of 100 milliseconds, it's actually, so I made it 200 right now. So yeah, so just click as animation, make it 200 instead of 100. So this was the original one, this new one, and then you'll see what happens here. So it's exporting it as that one. And now we go back here. Yeah, I already just did it while I pause the video. So there's slow motion. You can see the thing is moving up and down. Yeah, so there's contrails moving up and down. And then going back here, so this is the original person that did the screenshots. You could see them moving around more. So different positions of the video will have a different. And also, so that person, he first said that he thought it was an image software artifact. And then, so he actually said, first, yeah, he says just simple screenshots being moved around. I'll have to try this myself. And then others chimed in, and I've tried it as well. This guy also tried it, simply overlaying screenshots, revealed that the contrails shake up and down independent of the plane, just as T. Powell showed. So it's not a stabilization software artifact. It is an artifact of a fake video. And then this guy says, I've not taken individual screenshots yet, but I've been looking at more stabilization. Here are all of the scenes with one of the many stabilizing options. At some points, trails are in sync with the up and down camera movements, and other times it is not in sync. So using other software, he found that, yeah, sometimes it's in sync, sometimes not. So again, there's the videos going up and down, sometimes in sync, sometimes not. Which is, again, very likely a fake video. Anyways, that is all, guys. Hopefully you learned as always, and also make sure to always check out MES Links and so on. There's a playlist. Let's go back here. So yeah, all these links will be in the description below. And yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you learned. And yeah, stay tuned for another Math Easy solution.